I lost my father, I lost my uncle, I lost my brothers, gave everything I had, paraded through the streets of Kufa and Sham with the women, and you're asking me why am I weeping? Why am I crying? Is there anything more deserving of weeping and crying than this? So this crying and mourning are valuable. Don't underestimate it, but of course, while there are other main objectives behind it, but crying and weeping and mourning is also valuable. One of the Maraji, he wrote in his Wasiyah, he said, whenever I look at my life, I see my whole life is spent studying fiqh, teaching fiqh, studying usul, teaching usul, propagation and the promotion of deen and madhab. But I only rely on the tears for Imam Hussain. He said, this is the confidence that I have in the cheers for Imam Hussain that will save me on the day of judgment, more than the confidence that I have for all the propagation and the tabligh and the studies and ulum al-deen that I worked to present, by which many are benefiting from. So I don't know if any of those things will be any beneficial for me on the day of judgment, but there's one thing that will definitely be beneficial for me, are the tears that I have shed for Sayyid Shuhada. So Karbala, fighting against the military in the economic siege. What is the meaning of Karbala now? Well, in today's world, when these superpowers want to attack a country, they attack a region, and their propaganda against it with economic blockade, military blockade, with intimidation, threats, and with these tools that we know in modern day. Today's version of the earth is Karbala, a military siege. Karbala was a military siege. 72 people surrounded by 30,000.
No.
Is there anything bigger siege than that? But they didn't retreat. They didn't go under the illegal demands of those who were suppressing them. They preferred to go under the horse's hoof, but they did not go under the burden of the force. They took the women and the children captive, but they weren't captured by the demands of Yazidi government. And therefore, there's a difference what we can learn from those who stood firmly in Karbala. Avoid haram morsel. Imam spoke to these people, tried to bring some sense into their minds. Isar, Shimon, all these people that Imam spoke to. But he saw that there was no effect of the words of Imam. I've said it many times. Today you hear a hadith and you hear a beautiful kalam of an Imam or Rasulullah. Right away, if it touches your arm, so mashallah, subhanallah, comes to your mind or to your tongue. Imam, imagine if Rasul recited that hadith right in front of you. How would that be? Imam is speaking to these people one-on-one, directly. And he's saying these things, which are the words and the kalam of Imam al-Masum, and in the form of, basically, continuation of kalam of Rasulullah. That's why he introduced himself as what? Ana Hussein ibn Fatima bint Rasulullah. He didn't say Ana Hussein ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib. Why? Because he already knew they have come here bughdan li Ali. Because of the bughd, grudge they had for his father. So he introduces himself as what? I'm the son of Fatima, daughter of Rasulullah. So that there might be some empathy in the hearts of these people. But when they showed no remorse, none whatsoever, Imam al-Islam said, "Muliat butunukum min al-haram." The reason you show no remorse for what you have done is because your bellies are filled with haram. So haram morsel leads to people when they see, they do not take heed. Lastly, why do we curse? Or why do we send the la'an on the killers of Imam Hussein? Why do we say Allahumma la'an qatlatul Hussein? Why do we say Allahumma la'an qatlatul Amir al-Mu'mineen? Why do we send la'an to those who oppressed the family of Rasulullah? 2 ayat, and inshallah, as-salam. Number 1, Surah Ahzab, 57 and 58. It says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يُؤْذُونَ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ لَعَنَهُمْ